Hello, Padres. In this video tutorial, we're going to look at two problems for the motion problem set. We're going to look at solving, they're both acceleration problems, and they're solving systems of equations. So for all these problems, we're going to go through the steps. We're going to look first at what we know. So I'm going to highlight some key things. We have 20 meters per second. We have 4 seconds. We're trying to figure out how far, and we know comes to a complete stop. So let's go ahead and pull these out. 20 meters per second, 4 seconds. 20 meters per second, that is a velocity. 4 seconds is, of course, a time. Comes to a stop. If it comes to a stop, we know the final speed is 0. So we know this is happening because it's stopping. And we're trying to find the distance. So let's write x equals question mark. So because it's slowing down, because we have this phrase right here, we know we cannot use this equation. This equation does not work if we're slowing down or speeding up. So because we're slowing down and speeding up, we're going to use the other equations. I'm going to write them both right here. There's the first one and the second one. And from here, we're going to plug our numbers in. So we have 0 equals 20 plus a times 4. So I can rewrite that as, let me get the right color. I can rewrite that as 0 equals 20 plus 4a. So to solve this, I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides, and I would have negative 20 equals 4a. So I can take that, I can divide both sides by 4, and I get a is equal to negative 5 meters per second squared. All right. This other side, the right side, I have a distance, which I don't know. My VI is 20. My time is 4. I'm looking for my A, and my time is 40. So the A that I just found is right here. That is going to get plugged into my A. This is my negative 5. So now I can find the distance, which is what I want. Right? My goal over here is to find the distance, and that's what I'm solving for right here with my x. So I would have x equals 20 times 4 is 80, plus 1/2 negative 5, 4 squared is 16. I can do half of negative 5, negative 2.5 times 16. And this would be negative 2.5 times 16 is negative 40. So then I would have 80 minus 40. So my distance is 40 meters. So once again, because this problem is slowing down, I know I'm going to need some acceleration equations. I'm going to need to put both down. I plug my numbers in, and I plug away. All these problems are going to involve substituting. So I'm substituting right there in the blue, the negative 5. I've substituted it from one equation into the second equation. Let's look at one more problem. So this problem I'm going to once again highlight what I know. We know it starts from rest, so that tells us VI equals 0. We have a max speed of 12 meters per second, so that's going to be my final speed. I know 30 meters, that is my distance. I'm trying to find the acceleration, and I'm trying to figure out how long, that is the time. So once again, because I see this word accelerates, I know that this equation will not work. I can't use it. So because I can't use that one, I'm going to use the other two. So I'm going to put them side by side again. And I'm going to start plugging in my numbers. I have 12 plus 0. Sorry, 12 equals 0 plus AT. That can simplify to 12 equals AT, and I'm stuck there. On this side, I have 30 equals 12T plus 1/2 AT squared, and that's actually not true because my VI is 0. So I actually have 0 times T. So 0 times T, of course, is just 0. So I have 30 equals 1/2 AT squared, and I'm stuck. So, in order to solve this, I'm going to do the same thing that I did up here. I'm going to solve for a variable and plug it in. So here, I'm going to solve for A. So I'm going to divide both sides by T, and I get A equals 12.6. You'll notice that up at the top, I also solved for A. In the previous problem, I solved for A, and I plugged A into the x equation. I'm doing the exact same thing here. It's the same process. Solved for A, and once again, I made another mistake. It's 12 over T. So I'm solve that. I'm going to plug that in right there for my A, which is right there. So I would have 30 equals 1/2 12 over T squared. I'm going to rewrite this as 30 equals, I'm going to look at my numerators. So my numerators, I have a 1, a 12, and a T squared. And in my denominator, I have a 2, a T times 1, and that's just 2T. So, the 12 and the 2, 12 divided by 2 is 6. And 1T at the top is going to cancel 1T at the bottom. So I'm going to have 30 equals 6T is what's left. From here, of course, I can divide both sides by 6. And I have 5 seconds for my time. I'm going to plug that back into here. So I would have A is equal to 12 over 5. So A would be 2.4 meters per second squared. And that is the answer to the other one. Alright, if you have any questions, please email me or come catch me sometime and I'll help you walk through these. I hope this video helped you, and I will see you next time.